Hello and welcome to our live crafting session this morning. It is, let me see, it's definitely Wednesday, the 21st of September 2022. Thank you for joining me. If you are joining me live, do say hi in the comments so that I know that you're watching and I can respond to any questions on air. And if you're watching on replay, whether that is on Facebook or on YouTube, then if you have any queries or questions, again, you can just pop them in the comments section and I will respond and answer any questions as necessary. So I hope you're well. It's a nice morning here this morning, nice and dry and bright. Fingers crossed everything goes smoothly this morning. If you caught us yesterday, you will have seen me create this card here. And as you can see, it says, this little piggy says happy birthday. For any of you who knows, there's a nursery rhyme about this little piggy. This little piggy went to market. And so this little piggy says happy birthday, which is really quite sweet. And all I did yesterday was to stamp it on this layer, which I cut out with the scallop contour dies. And then I coloured in with just a few blends pens. I used Petal Pink, light and dark, and then a little bit of light Flirty Flamingo. Hi Jeanette, good morning to you. A little bit of Flirty Flamingo for the inside of the ears and the cheeks. I'm not sure how much of that you can see. Hopefully you can see a little bit of that. And then I just mounted it on this rainbow paper behind. So today I said I would introduce the dies that go with this set. These dies are only available during the month of September. There's 6 different sets altogether, and this set is the one that goes with the piggies. And obviously it cuts out the 3 main pig images, but we also have a little truck, we have a banner, we have some grass, some flowers, leaves, a little bow, and there's a little present and a bird and some little squiggly bits, for want of a better description. So today we're going to be using this die that matches this stamp here, and this is the piggy on the little motorbike, lambretta, scooter, whatever you want to call it. And I'm also going to use this little die that cuts out a little scarf that I'm going to pop around the piggy. So, morning Wendy, I'm very well, thank you. I hope you are too. So the Playful Piggy dies on their own are £29. So if you already have this piggy stamp set, you can buy the dies during September for £29, or you can buy them as a bundle with the stamp set if you haven't got it already, and that is £45.75 with a 10% discount on both the stamps and the dies. I've gone for Sweet Sorbet today as my colour. So I've got various layers. I've got a white base card, some plain Sweet Sorbet, another white layer, and some Sweet Sorbet Designer Series paper. And then my plan, all being well, is to stamp the piggy image and just pop him or her up on here. So let's give it a go. So I'm just going to stamp the image first, and you'll notice that these pieces of card I've got here have got a corner cut across them, if you can see that on there. And that's because these are scraps of card that haven't been cut for a specific purpose. So when I cut card down, particularly for classes or coffee and card, and I'm left with some odd sized pieces, I always cut the corner off so that I know this is a scrap piece of card. But also at class or coffee and card, my attendees know that this isn't the right size to be using for the card project, especially where you've got ones maybe that are similar. So these two obviously came as offcuts from the same thing, but I do that so that I know when I've finished my class or my coffin card, I can gather up. Oh, bless you, Wendy, full of cold. Bless, that is the problem, isn't it? So I collect these all up and pop them in my scraps folder, so that when I come to do something like this, I'm not cutting into a new piece of card. But more importantly, it means that somebody hasn't picked up this piece that is the wrong set of dimensions. Okay, so let's grab that. Let's grab early espresso. So I hope everybody is well that's watching, and that you've had a good week so far. Of course, we're on Wednesday already. Time's gone by far too quickly. So I'm just going to pop this down here. Now I believe the die cuts out the whole thing, and I may or may not want this a little bit here behind, so I'm just going to stamp 2 and see, and then I've got a spare one at the ready anyway. Like so. Okay. So I think I'm going to colour that in really quickly first before I die cut it, because it's a lot easier to colour where you've got something to hold on to. So I'll just do this one here on the left. So if you saw this yesterday, you can just take a bit of a break and enjoy your tea or coffee, which I hope you've got, or cold drink. So I'm just using dark petal pink. This is my preferred colours for piggies, but obviously pigs come all sorts of colours, don't they? So you could use crumb cake as well. Okay, so I'm just using a sort of brushing motion around the edges, like so. A little bit more underneath where the ear is. Oh, excellent. Jeanette's got another COVID jab tomorrow. There's quite a few people I know that are having their additional jabs this week, so that's good. Let's fight it off. And a little bit there. And on the little trotters. And the snout. So that's the dark petal pink. Then I'm going to use my light flirty flamingo just for the inside of the ear. If I hold that up, hopefully you might see that. And a little bit on the cheeks. Hi Fran. Great to have you join us. I hope you're well. Quite an early morning for you. So this now is, that's a dark petal pink. This is light petal pink. And I'm just going to do some blending of this flirty flamingo. And using a circular motion just to blend that in nicely. So it's just got a little hint of pink. Wendy had her jab before catching the cold. Dear, and it's, I guess it's time for flu jabs as well, isn't it? That's the other thing. Okay, so just circular motion here. I can leave it a little bit lighter in the middle, like so. Make sure I don't forget the legs, and I've done the tail. Like so. So there's my little piggy coloured in. And then I've got some sweet sorbet for my lambretta, and I'll also use some grey and black for the tyres. Hi Scylla, thanks for joining us. I hope you're well. It was a pain about the bus on Friday. Poor Scylla was coming to Coffee and Card, and then the bus just didn't turn up. Or not in time, I should say. So this is dark sweet sorbet. So I'm going to use that really just around the edges, like so. Like that. And I guess the handlebars would be the same. And then, so that's that as it stands, like that. Oh, combined jab, COVID and flu. Oh, bless you, friend. Okay, so this is light sweet sorbet. So I'm just filling in with this. It's quite a small image, so you don't have to be particularly precise in terms of shading, I should say. Okay, a little bit there. And I'm going to do a little yellow bit for the light on the back, and then I'm just going to use a combination really of greys. I think so. I've got smoky slate here for this headlight. I mean, the headlight could be red, couldn't it, anyway? And for the tyres, like so. So this is a very cute little stamp set, and this will be our featured stamp set for Coffee and Card this week. I'm going to use the dark in the middle. Could reverse that round actually, have darker tyres, but never mind. 1 and 2. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do is colour in our little banner that says happy birthday. Just wondering what colour to do that, whether I let's just see what it looks like on my spare one in light sweet sorbet. Yes, that'll be okay. I wasn't sure if it was going to be too dark really, so I'm just using the brush tip as it's quite a big area, like so. Voila, that will do. Okay, so I'm not going to colour these in yet because I want to see what it looks like when I've die cut it. And I've got the little scarf detail here as well that I'm going to die cut on a little scrap of sweet sorbet. So this is the die for the piggy and the moped, lambretta. Oh, I just spotted that little one there. The top of the banner, and I think I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on to hold that in place. And I've got my mini machine just here. I've got some very old bits of tape that will do nicely. There's one there and one there. Okay, this is probably, you're probably not going to see very much. Let me move this over a little bit. Okay. So on my machine, I'm using plate number 3 and 2 2s. So the 2s are the acrylic plates that do the work, the cutting, and the 3 is the one for spacing. Now, some machines you should actually use number 1 and 2 2s, but my little machine is quite tight in the way that it's cranked. So if you're finding that you are having problems putting your plates through because it's too thick a sandwich, then do try plate number 3 and the 2 acrylic plates. It just depends on your machine. They're all obviously slightly different pressure, but I found I was having difficulties pushing it through. It was really tight. So if that is the case with yours, give that a go. Okay, so he's so cute. Okay, so that's that. And let's put my sticky bits back up there. And then I'm just going to cut this one out. Is Piggy sitting? Oh yes, Piggy is sitting on a seat. You're quite right. He's not sat in the air. Thank you. I left the seat so I could do it a different colour. Thank you, Jeanette. How very observant. That's all I can say. Okay, so here's our little scarf. Let's move this one out of the way. And I'll decide what I'm going to do. Let's just pop that one out. Oh, there it is. So I'm not sure how much of this you can see, but it's got a little embossed pattern. I'm not sure that it'll pick it up, but hopefully I'll try and take a close-up photograph of the finished card. So this little piggy can have a, let's get the right way round. Oh, maybe not. A scarf. Like so. I think it's designed to go that way round. If you can see that on there. But let's just have a look, see if there's any other way this would work. Just don't want to cover too much of him up. Okay, let's colour the seat in. Thank you, Jeanette. And I'll decide what to do. Oh, Wendy, well done. Hi, Carol. So this is light smoky slate that I'm using for the seat. And because it's quite a small image, I'm not worrying too much about any shading or anything. Okay, so let's have a look and see what it's going to look like on here. So we've got these little bits here that I can keep on or take off. I am going to do some colouring in of this background because I don't want it too white. So let's just pop that on here and do a little bit of crumb cake will do. On the ground like that. Like so. There we are. sweet. So the question is, do I leave this behind and colour them in, or do I cut it off, which was my original temptation, because I'm putting it on a coloured layer. If it was on white, or I just stamped it, I would have left it. So let me know what you think. While we're thinking on that, I'm just going to do these layers together here. It's unlike me to have quite so many layers, but there we go. So this layer is 1/2 centimetre smaller than my base card. Move this up. So this is 10 centimetres by 14.35. This white layer, because I really wanted this to stand out, is 9.5 by 13.85. And then my designer series paper layer is 9 by 13.35. So basically a 1/2 centimetre difference all the way down. And this is from our designer paper pack that is the in colours, and you can buy them for each of our colour families, and you get an assortment of designs in each of the colours of the colour family. So I was going to do the dots. But maybe that, because it's a little bit lighter, would be better. That is quite dark behind. Oh, I can't decide. I like both of them. I could split it and have both. Any suggestions, anyone? Because I can't quite decide which side to put that. Dots up or the plaid? Right, let's colour these in while we're waiting, and then I'll make my decision. So these little streamers and stars, just going to fill in with red, I think. Jeanette says plaid. These are all coming out of the exhaust of the bike. There we go. And there's that one there and that one there. Have I missed any? No, that's it. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to go with the plaid. It's a little bit brighter, isn't it? That's quite dark. So I'm going with your suggestion, Jeanette. Thank you. It's funny how I looked at that and thought, definitely the spots. I didn't really look on the other side. Only because I do tend to like spots. Okay, so this is the plaid layer. Like so. And then the final question is, do I leave these pieces on or do I take them off? I think I'll leave them on. Not 100% decided, and I want a little banner across the top. So we've got It's Your Birthday, hope it's the best. We enjoy the ride. That's quite nice, isn't it? It's your birthday, enjoy the ride. Might work. Let's have a look. There we go. I haven't put labels on these. On, says Jeanette. Perfect. Just makes it look a bit bigger, actually. I think if I had a note card you could get away with taking that off, but I think you'd be a little bit lost, wouldn't he, otherwise? So I've got these two that I haven't yet labelled up, so I'm just going to stamp them and then cut them out. I might as well keep that piece for another. And let's grab another scrap. Stamp that one up. I'm going to stamp in espresso again. I could stamp it in sweet sorbet, but let's just pop these on and we're done. Got a bit carried away with that enjoy the ride. Pressed it a little bit too hard. That's better. Okay, so I could use a small banner. Now this banner actually comes with I wonder if I'm going to try this. Because I could fit "It's your birthday, enjoy the ride" underneath there, couldn't I? Let's try it. So I'm going to cut that out and then try and stamp in the gap. Might not work. And if it doesn't, I'll just cut them out. Okay, let's put this on its side. Let's put a bit of tape on to hold it in place. Let's see how it goes. There we are. Okay, I think I need to assign that one to the bin now. Okay, it's your birthday. And I'm going to try and stamp "enjoy the ride" in there. Ink pad. So what I'm going to do is have a practice on here. If this is the bottom of there, just want to see how close it is to the bottom of the stamp. Yeah, it's quite a long way up, isn't it? Okay. Who's holding the breath? There we go. It worked. It's your birthday. Enjoy the ride. Okay, so I'm going to pop this one up on dimensionals, and I am with the top as well. And we're done. So I'm going to put 3 on there and then a slim one along the edge. Hopefully that's slim enough. Oh, but put one underneath the flag. Excellent. So I'm finalising the preparation for our class in a box this afternoon. So all of the card is cut all of the designer paper, the ribbons and the embellishments are ready. And all I've got left to do is the last of the die cutting. And that will then be ready for our class on Saturday. That's our online class. There we go. And I could do this at an angle. But it would, for me, it would need to match the plaid. So this is going to go straight. Because I can't have them at that much of an angle. There we go. And now it's time for a coffee. There we go. Move those out of the way. So there's our little piggy. It's your birthday. Enjoy the ride. Happy, happy birthday. And then I will put a birthday sentiment inside. And I could add the other little piggy on the inside as well. Or just the piggy in the grass. So there we go. So thank you very much indeed for joining us this morning. I will have another in this selection tomorrow. So that's tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. And I look forward to crafting with you then. If you want any information about the stamp set or the dies, don't hesitate to ask me. I hope you enjoyed my card and my process. Thank you so much for your input, especially Jeanette, who decided on the plaid and keep this on. I think that was a good choice. So thank you so much, everyone. Do take care. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And if you're watching a different time of morning, afternoon or evening, enjoy the rest of your day. And I look forward to crafting with you again soon. So we'll be back tomorrow, UK time 7 p.m. I look forward to seeing you then. Take care now. Have a great day. Bye now, everyone.